Hello my friends, hope you're all doing well. It's Pete here, the Mad Kiwi. What I want to chat about today is it really that expensive to come on a holiday to New Zealand, or even to move here if you want to come here like for 12 months or 18 months just to try it out to live? I'll run you through some of my prices that I pay per month to live. I've lived in this wonderful country for the last 55 years. Whoops, now I've told you how old I am. And you guys can make up your own mind. Now bear in mind, all these prices are in New Zealand dollars. If you happen to be in the UK, you can almost cut the price in half to British pounds. And if you happen to be in the USA, I think it's about 60 cents for the dollar. So to buy a New Zealand dollar, it costs you about 60 cents US at the moment. So that's almost half again. So if you just say basically just whack it in half, and that'll give you a rough price of what it's going to cost you. So if you're thinking about living here for any length of time, or you're on an extended holiday, you're going to have somewhere to live. So if you want a shared accommodation, like a room in an apartment in the CBD, you'll pay anything up to $250, $300 per week for a space in a shared apartment. That gives you one bedroom and access to all the facilities, but you probably won't get a car park for that. Now if you want to upgrade from that a little bit and you want like a one bedroom apartment on your own, you're going to be paying between $450 and $550 per week, plus all the utility bills, your power, phone, everything else on top of that. And if you have a couple of kids and you want something bigger, something long term, you may want a 3-bedroom apartment or something like that. I suggest move out of the CBD and go into the suburbs. It's a little bit cheaper. You can get it like a standalone house for about between $600 and $700 per week. Once again, you've got all the utility bills that you have to pay for on your own. But if you rent a standalone house, at least you end up with a bit of land for the kids to run around on and that sort of thing. So, you know, you can budget up to $650 a week, easy. Now, for phone and internet, I have a mobile phone only. It costs me about $40 a month. And that gives me like 400 texts and 200 minutes a month that I can call between anywhere in New Zealand plus Australia and that sort of thing. So that is not really that expensive. About $40 a month, $60 a month, depending on what sort of plan you want to go on. Now, as far as your utility bills go for your household, I don't pay for water at present, but it does get metered. My electricity bill is anywhere between $350 and $400 a month, so it's about $100 a week on average. Mind you, this is the middle of winter. In the summertime, you can probably knock 25% off that. And unlike the USA and the UK, with our electricity in New Zealand, we almost use 100% electricity to cook with. There are a few houses that have gas, but they have the gas bottles that they bring in independently, and it's not hooked up to the main line. So basically you are heating your house, you're cooking, you're heating your hot water, everything with electricity. For me, we got 3 adults living here, so it's about $400 a month, about $100 a week. Of course, you have to have the internet, otherwise you wouldn't even be watching me, would you? So that cost me $90 a month, and that's for unlimited, and that's basically for the whole household. So everyone uses the same plan basically, and it's $90 a month. And then of course you need to buy gas for your car or petrol for your car. At the moment we're running between about $2.65 and $2.85 for 91, and 91 unleaded is like the cheapest petrol you can buy. And then if you want to go up to premium, you can go like $3.10 a litre for premium. So it's not really cheap, my friends. And then if you happen to get sick, let's hope you don't get sick, but if you happen to get sick, you need to go to a doctor. I've been with the same doctor's practice for years and years and years. So it costs me $55 every time I go to the doctor. But if you don't have your own doctor, you can basically walk in casually off the street to some medical practices, and that could cost you up to $150, $180 per visit. And then if you get any medication, the prescription fee is $5 per item after that. Now this one is absolutely crazy, guys. Well, I think it is anyway. If you need to go to the dentist, if you have a toothache or something like that, it's astronomically expensive here. We've actually even had people that live in New Zealand travel overseas to Thailand and that sort of thing to get their teeth fixed and then come back into the country, and it's still half the price of what it would cost to go to the dentist here. Like if you wanted to get a checkup at the dentist and they found that you had a cavity and you had to get it fixed, budget anything from $550, $650 for one cavity. It's absolutely crazy, and it may take you 3 or 4 weeks to get into a dentist. This is absolutely nuts. So of course when you're in New Zealand you're going to have to eat, so you're going to have to go and buy some groceries. We have 3 or 4 main supermarkets in New Zealand. We have Pack and Save, we have Countdown, we have New World, And basically the cost of groceries is astronomical. Well, I think it is anyway. Check out my other video. I'll put a link in the description below. I've actually brought some basic grocery items and I'll tell you exactly what they cost per item. But just as a rough idea, I have 3 adults living in my household. We go to the supermarket twice a week. We go on a Wednesday and we would spend about $200 on the Wednesday, and we go once again on the Saturday and we would probably spend close to another $200 on the Saturday. This is for 3 people living in the house. Mind you, having said that, on the Saturday I buy the odd beer and other bits and pieces as well, so it's not just food, if you know what I mean. And that brings me to going out for the night. You can get a reasonable quality meal for between about $70 and $80, $90 per person. You might get a drink with that, 2 or 3 courses, excellent quality food. Or you can get a takeaway, like you can get fish and chips for 2 people for probably $21, $22, and that's also excellent. I love fish and chips. Now, if you're going to go and buy alcohol when you're going out, if you buy something like this at the supermarket, which is just New Zealand, standard New Zealand beer, so you can get a box of 24, starting from about $36 to $40 for a box of 24, or if you want to buy a box of 12, they start at about $22 a box. But if you're going to go and buy the same bottle of beer at a nightclub, or even at a restaurant or something like that, be prepared to pay between $8 and $12 a bottle. Wow! Hey, you know where Pete buys his beer from, don't you? So my friends, put in the comments below, do you think it's cheap or expensive to live in New Zealand? And also tell me what it costs for this sort of stuff in your country. I mean, I've travelled extensively throughout the world and I think New Zealand is quite expensive, guys. But I'm a Kiwi through and through and I wouldn't live anywhere else in the world. If you like my videos, guys, remember to subscribe. Come say good day in the comments below. Until next time. Oh, I forgot, guys. If you want to see some great day trips, check either side up here, guys. I'll put a couple of links up there for you. You can check out some day trips that I've done. See ya. Bye.